been in a relationship now?
A little over 2 years.
Have the numbers dipped, or are we still going
Oh,
strong?
yeah. We're roommates. We are happily roommates. I love my bestie. We cuddle. Sometimes we kiss on the mouth. But no, we both have like very low libidos.
Low libidos.
He's on SSRIs.
That's a big problem.
And I'm just not coming, so...
You're still not busting,
Well,
huh?
I started seeing a womb witch.
Okay,
A vagina fairy.
We just got into this?
I like to leave on a big...
Tell me about the womb witch.
She's this woman who was recommended to me by a friend who had some issues.
Busting. She's the bus doctor?
Yeah, she's the bus mommy.
Yeah.
I guess she does like a lot of stuff. Like she works with people who have like sexual trauma.
Mm-hmm.
She works with people who have just like prolapsed uteruses and like weird shit going on down there. And so I hit her up. I said, hey, I can't come. Help.
Yeah.
And so I've had 2 sessions with her, and she, like, I don't want all the male listeners to get all fucking hot and horny. But she like, respectfully, she fingers me. Respectfully. And it was so funny.
No chance this woman has any certification whatsoever.
No. She just, like, went on a retreat once. No, there's no pussy certification.
Some fucking bitch with crystals in her windowsill is finger popping you. Is she wearing gloves?
Yeah, she wears gloves.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would literally just be getting fingered.
It was so funny, though, because she was like, I only use one finger. And I'm like, that makes it better.
Yeah.
I'm like, you could put 2 in there if that's what you need. There's not like a discrepancy of like, oh, one finger's fine. 2 fingers is like perverted, fucked up.
Yeah.
But the first session, she was just kind of feeling around.
Getting a lay of the land.
Yeah, she was mapping it. It's called like vaginal mapping or something.
She's like waiting for the echoes to come back. Which way is sound bouncing off your big ass pussy?
It was so funny because, like, as a dumb little woman, when guys are like, "Oh, you have such a tight pussy," you're like, "Thanks so much." But then you realize it's because you're not enjoying it at all, and you're tense the whole time. Anytime a guy is saying you have a tight pussy, the guy should be embarrassed. It should be like, "Oh, I'm not comfortable with you. I'm actively shutting you out." But also, thank you.
Yeah.
But also, thank you.
The womb witch did not have anything to say about the tightness of your pussy. No.
She was like, a lot of trauma. But then it was so funny in the last session that the last session we had was more of like the session to try and get me like more relaxed so I could potentially have an orgasm. And it was funny because it was feeling good, and it's so weird because it's just like this middle-aged mom like fingering me. And I'm just laying there on like a massage table.
And you don't want to fuck her.
I don't want to fuck her.
Yeah.
But I felt so and it started to feel good, and it was so funny because I just started laughing because she was like doing the same movement over and over, and I just started giggling, and I go, you know that you're doing something right now, don't you? Like you're in the groove. And she was in the zone. And she was like, yeah, I can tell.
Wow.
And I was like, you bitch.
The womb witch should give, if she can make people bust in such a clinical, she should give like fingering lessons to men.
Well, I did. I said, could I bring my boyfriend here?
And she'll just like watch you guys. She'll watch him finger you.
No, yeah, or he'll watch her. Let him watch the master cook.
Yeah. I wonder how I would respond if I saw my girlfriend getting fingered. I'd be like, I know I would be here for you, but I would just be in my head. I'd be like, maybe this lady will suck my dick. Like, there's no way I wouldn't be thinking that. Like, if a girlfriend took me to watch a different woman finger her, even if she had gloves on, part of me would be like, I wonder if she'd suck my dick while she fingered my girlfriend. Like, fully, that's what I would be thinking. And even, I would try and stop that, and it would just come back more and more. And my dick would just be hard watching this. Like, there's no way that wouldn't happen to me in that scenario. I can tell you that for a fact. Very interesting.
Yeah.
So you still, I just assumed, because, you know, when we first met, you were doing stand-up about how fucked up and broken your pussy was. but you were a child with a fucked up pussy.
Yeah.
You were a 20-year-old Shia LeBeouf fan with a fucked up pussy with jokes about discharge, getting mistaken for cum, if I recall correctly.
Wow, yes.
Right? Yeah. And so, but I just assumed, you grow out of it and you learn to bust, but we're still struggling.
You know what I realized though? It's not that it's like broken. It's just that I'm so tense. Like I can't relax.
Even with a partner that you actually
I
like.
love, yeah.
Yeah, you love.
Yeah, it's just like, I think too, like I was saying, where I'm like, when I'm hooking up, it's a performance. It's hard to get out of that. Like,
I
this
totally
is
understand that.
supposed to be mutually beneficial. In my brain, if I was a dude, I'd be like, this is for me. But in my like woman brain, I'm like, this is for them. This is my way of like, helping and being of service.
Yeah. He bought me a Bud Ice in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I owe this to him.
Yeah.
I owe him some clenched pussy.
I have to just like get over that. Yeah.
You definitely do.
I have to get
Especially
over
with a boyfriend. That's crazy.
I know.
I would have thought, because I have this thing where it's like, I kind of identify with the performance thing a little bit, which I think as you just kind of are wired that way, where you're like, this is how I should be behaving.
Yeah.
But in a relationship, that kind of goes, and I'm like, you get into a groove with somebody and you feel more comfortable. Like for me, it's more like you don't want to be embarrassed, so you're just like, I have certain things that I'll just do until I'm comfortable. But it does go away in a relationship, and I would have just assumed that happened to you, but I guess not.
It goes away where it's like we're very comfortable with each other and there's no sense of like embarrassment. Like if I were to like fart or something while we're having sex, like we'd laugh about it and it would be like no big deal.
Right.
But there is something about like this deeper intimacy that's beyond just like, oh, embarrassing, where it's like you see me.
An actual connection. Yeah. I get that.
Once I keep getting this lady to
fingered
jack
by
me
some
off,
lady
I might not have a boyfriend. I might have a girlfriend soon. I might have a middle-aged mama.
Shout out to the fucking womb witch.
Yeah.
Now, do you think she'll see me?